Alright, repeat after me. Igne persistus. No, not persistis. Persistus. Yes, you have to say it like that, and yes, it does matter that much. If you say it like you were, you're going to turn your ears into frogs. Because pronunciation is everything! Did you even read the pages I assigned you at all? Did you really? So you're saying you skimmed through the section that explains in specific, important detail the main concerns and safety considerations when casting. If it was too late for you to study properly, then start earlier. Okay, I guess we can spend today reading through that chapter instead of casting practice. I'm not doing this as a punishment. I'm looking out for both of our well-beings here. If you don't understand and appreciate the importance of casting safety, then you're a danger to yourself and everyone around you. Now, get your book open to page 34, please. Thank you. No, I was serious. Cases of mispronouncing spells and their results are well documented. You would have known about that specific example had you read yesterday's chapter. Well, today's chapter now. The rear end. Yeah. Oh. Now, why don't you start reading aloud? You can skim again in your head, so please, aloud. That's good. You can stop there. Hold your horses. I'm going to ask you a few questions about what you just read to make sure you understood, all right? Reading and comprehending are separate things. Now, can you please tell me of the three core components of casting, which is the most critical for safe casting? No. Head up. Our session isn't over yet. There's only one answer left. Say it. What? Don't tell me you forgot the third. Even if you were skimming the chapter, you should have at least picked that up. Pronunciation. If you don't enunciate, the spell won't activate. If your inflection is off, it changes properties of the spell. If your pronunciation is off, then you're not even casting the right spell. Got it? Yes. Now, let me think for a second. I'm trying to think of a way to help you grasp the info you're given. Okay, if you really want to have some casting practice, then repeat back to me the three core components one more time. Alright, fine. We can practice. We'll use a basic, safe spell to do this. It's called Aquae Spheron. That wasn't bad, actually. You almost had it. Aquae Spheron. Good. It makes water bubbles. Well, it's not supposed to do something cool, it's supposed to be safe. And that's exactly what it is. A nice, safe, simple Class 1 spell. Even if you mess up, the effects are mundane. So that's what we're practicing with. Okay, flip to page 72 and pick out a Class 1 reagent, doesn't matter what. I'll go grab a glass of water, And do not try anything while I'm gone. All right, here we are. I'll go first, so make sure you listen to how I say it. I already have my reagent, so just pass me the book. Okie dokie. Aquae spheron. Easy, see? All right, smart Alec, it's your turn. Here, you try now. Remember, Aquae spheron. Good, very good. Right? Congrats on your first casting. Yes, absolutely. Why don't you try projecting your voice more this time? See what happens when you change your inflection. Yeah, really just let your voice out, loud and clear. Yes, very good. Very, very good. Sure, go ahead. Just this last time, though, we're burning through reagents here. That was great. You're really grasping the use of inflection. Ha. Nice try. But I'm still making sure you read. You can't skip out on the studying part of learning to cast. Don't forget you have to pass a written test as well as a practical if you want your casting license. Well, you've got to do it. The more time you spend wishing you didn't have to, the less you have to make progress. Why don't we start on the next chapter now, No! Don't go looking for shortcuts, just read. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you like that. Close the book. Usually I don't have students asking that question until a bit later in their studies. But since you've asked, I think it's best we have a talk. No, you're not in trouble. I just need to explain a couple things to you. Let me start off by answering your question. Yes, there are certain magics that can affect the human body and mind, but as you've already learned, runic magic requires certain preparations. Do you recall what they are? Yes, good job. Now, the rune and the reagent aren't issues, but if you want to add knowledge to your own mind, what do you think the material is going to be? Yes, but think more physical. Where's knowledge stored in the body? And that's why it's unethical. If material weren't an issue, medical magic would be a much larger part of a doctor's education. It has to be that. And before you begin to wonder, it doesn't matter whether it's a reagent or mana-based spell, you always need the same material. Do you have any questions about what we've gone over today? The chapter we read? Casting? Anything? Well, it becomes a lower class than before. It's a bit annoying though, since it'll look the same, so you have to keep track of what's what if you start using reagents like that. It's doable, but not recommended. I am a tutor. Alright. If it's nothing strange, I suppose I can try to answer your question. Right, well, I suppose I can answer that. Truth be told, it's common for students, not just my own, to ask that sort of thing. The reason I got not mad, more accurate would be scared. I know. I'm sorry again for snapping at you like that. Like I said, most teachers have to answer that question at least a few times, but not many teachers can say a student still tried to pursue that shortcut, even after being warned. I had a pupil one time, a few years back. Very invested in his studies, very eager to learn more all the time. And eventually, as they all do, he asked me that question. I answered him honestly, told him about the obvious ethical problems of using that method, despite them being obvious. He seemed to understand and dropped the subject, but the next time I went in for his tutoring, I found myself dazed and on the ground before I even knew what had happened. Who better to gain knowledge from than a teacher, right? Luckily, the front door was still open and someone saw it. Otherwise, well, you'd be short one amazing tutor right now. What's this I hear about you wanting an extra assignment? Psh, you are such a smartass. I assume it's not studies related? Alright, go ahead. Well, do you plan on using it? Well, there is that, but that's not the only reason I thought it was safe to tell you. If you can't be bothered to study, then I doubt you'd bother with the effort that would take. If you don't want me making jokes like that, then you better start applying yourself, don't you think? Oh yeah, sure. I wait for the day. So, do you have any other questions then? Something pertaining to casting, hopefully? Alright then, our time is just about up, so let me give you your assignments for next time. Let's say Chapter 3 next, along with the practice quiz at the end. You'll learn more about reagents in that chapter. Since you're asking about them, I think you should probably enjoy this. Also, please, please, please review safety again one more time. I'll be asking you about it when I come back, so make sure you know the concerns and concepts by then. Tell you what, if I'm impressed by your work, we can practice an Igne spell next time. Sound fun? Class 1 only, but sure. Good. Look forward to next time then. Goodbye. Study hard.